Hi guys, Dr. Vanderklein here. Today we are going to be talking about stress and how chiropractic care can help with releasing tension and stress in your body. So before I talk about stress, we kind of have to talk about your nervous system and how that functions. So we have two different nervous systems. We have our sympathetic nervous system and we have our parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic one is one you've probably heard before. It is your fight or flight response. It's that overactive response that we have when we're in danger, when we're stressed out. It causes our body to release hormones like adrenaline and epinephrine. And that is a system that has helped us stay out of trouble for centuries. It's basically whenever you get stressed out, you have this mentality that you're either going to stand your ground and fight or you're going to run. And for a lot of people, especially if they live very stressful lives, that nervous system can take over and be on almost 24/7 to make you feel like you're constantly having anxiety attacks and constantly holding tension. The other nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, is responsible for resting and digesting. That's the nervous system that should be controlling the majority of your day. And unfortunately, with today's lifestyles, that's not really the case anymore. And so as adults especially, we carry a lot of that stress in our joints and in our muscles, in our neck and shoulders. And we just remain so tight in areas that can be corrected and helped with different ways of managing stress, number one. And number two, trying to inhibit the sympathetic nervous system. So with adjustments, what happens is that not only are we getting joints to move, we're mobilizing segments in your spine, but we're also stimulating different areas of your nervous system when we do those adjustments. Your spine is a direct extension of your brain, and you have a sympathetic chain that runs down the middle of your back, and sometimes you can inhibit that area by performing those adjustments. And then one of the other things that I like to talk about, especially when we're talking about the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, is those nerves are also responsible for controlling things like your respiratory rate, your digestion, how well you how fast your heart is beating. And so those different nervous systems are extremely important for just your ability to live. And so chiropractic care especially can really help reduce not only those stress levels and those tensions in the nervous system, but also help with those tight muscles in your shoulders. A lot of people I see, especially when they're stressed out, they just get very tense up in here and their shoulders are elevated. They're constantly in a state of stress. And so what I am here for is to, number one, help relieve some of that stress and also help stimulate different areas of your nervous system that may not be getting enough attention. If you have any questions or concerns, comment on this video and I will try and answer any questions that you have. And if you've never heard of these sections of your nervous system before, Google it. There's so much documentation on the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. They are very primitive systems that we have in our body that are very important for day-to-day life.